Adam Scott and Governor Tim Walz on a new Jimmy Kimmel Live later tonight. David Muir, the most trusted anchor in America, the most watched anchor in America. Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, the #1 newscast in America.
Time and temperature, brought to you by your local Honda dealer.
Good evening, everyone. This is Powerball. I'm Laura Johnson. Because of a technical problem tonight, we are unable to bring you the Powerball drawing at this time. As soon as we're able to resolve the issue and conduct the drawing, it will be available for viewing on Powerball.com and on our YouTube channel, Powerball 39. The Powerball lotteries take pride in the strict standards of this game, and our rules require that the drawing be delayed until we can ensure that all game procedures have been successfully completed. As always, the Powerball drawing will be supervised by Lottery Security and an independent auditing firm that will certify the official drawing results.
Now on News Channel 6 and 11, major wildfires have burned thousands of acres and forced evacuations across Georgia. While the fires continue, they are bringing hazy conditions you've been seeing outside. A closer look at the air quality and whether you should be concerned. Earth Day in action. A new community garden takes root in Allen Homes, growing food, art, and unity. Your News at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with Governor Brian Kemp declaring time now for a first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. And we know that it is affecting a lot of us because we saw the haze out there today.
Yeah, it was not the best out there today, Dee. I tried to limit my time outside as much as possible. And like we were just hearing there, you can see that the smoke easily gets trapped when we have features like we're seeing here down in the southeast. We have high pressure keeping that at the ground. We also have that southerly flow, and we also have what's known as a temperature inversion that's trapping that smoke at the ground. The inversion keeps the smoke from the fire nearby closer to the surface, and that's because we typically have warmer air at the surface, but in this instance we have a colder layer at the surface and warmer air above. So that colder at the surface is stuck down there and it just can't rise, and that's where the smoke is. So still unhealthy air quality across the area. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam outside the station, and you can see that the smoke is continuing to come in from those wildfires that we're tracking in both Brantley and Clinch County down in far southern Georgia. Now, as for today's almanac, we started out in the upper 40s, pretty chilly, but then warmed into the mid 80s, and currently we're sitting at 56 in Augusta, but most of us still pretty mild in those low to mid 60s. And tomorrow morning we will be dropping into the low 50s, and the hazy skies will continue. I'll have more details on that coming up, but back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you in a few more minutes. An Earth Day project brings the community together at Allen Homes. Photojournalist Avery Van Dusen takes us there.
We are here today because there was an initiative put in with the community included, and what we gathered and what we envisioned was a space for a community to come out, get their hands in some soil, and plant their own food. The #1 crop requested was tomatoes. So we'll have at least 2 to 3 beds with only tomatoes. But as far as the vegetables, we're planting a variety of vegetables. We're also planting herbs. So in case you were cooking, you can go outside your back door or right here and walk to the garden in your own community and pick it and use it. You don't need permission to do that. It doesn't get better than that. 2, 3.
One of my dreams is to create a big garden, to have a garden and a farm, and to share it with the community and, live off the land. So how I created it was I actually used myself. That's a picture of me, and I was like, I'm going to make myself have a big fro and have my hair be the garden.
I liked having lots of glimpses and slices of life of the different people, and just like lots of diversity in terms of age and what they look like and what they're doing to showcase this sort of community that they're building.
And I feel very grateful for this opportunity, and I'm excited for this community to come together and, for the generations to have that type of experience of farming and planting, and I love it. I just love it.
If we all play our part, if we're all doing what we're called to do, if we're all planting our seeds, watering them, nurturing them in whatever capacity, it will grow. And the earth continues to thrive off of what we put into it, so that we're not just takers of the earth, but we're also givers.
Oh, how wonderful. Well, the White House lowered flags to have...
And finally, some beneficial rain headed our way this weekend. I'll time it out on your Futurecast when we return.
This show is wonderful, Jimmy.
You're defending democracy.
We will have spoken. There's a lot more to come, so save your energy here.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC. Come see why everyone's talking about WJBF 6 Plus, the CSRA's streaming home to a wide variety of local original programming. Free to download, free to watch. Get WJBF 6 Plus today on your favorite streaming device.
Burt Jones is
Honda.com. Gerald Jones. A great deal and a great deal more.
Replacing your HVAC system doesn't have to be an emergency. Plan now, pay less later. For a limited time, get $1,500 off a new HVAC system, plus a free 2-year Comfort Club maintenance membership. Visit CastleBros.com.
On Castle for comfort.
DriveBaby.com. Click, click.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5/6.
Welcome back. Here's a live look in on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam in Augusta. Of course, you can't really tell now, but we were tracking the very smoky skies earlier this evening on our Skyview cams, and that haze is still hanging around and will be with us at least for tomorrow, possibly even into Friday. As for those temperatures, we're in the mid-50s in Augusta, surrounding areas still in the 60s. We have winds coming out of the south. That's what's bringing in the smoke. Visibility is okay for now, but definitely possible that when you're headed out the door tomorrow morning, that smoke will impact the visibility in some spots. You can see that smoke plume from the fire down in Clinch County, traveling up towards the CSRA. We also have some smaller fires here and there, so all of that combined with the low humidity and breezy winds is leading to that poor air quality. So notice all of our South Carolina counties and Columbia and Richmond counties under what's called a code orange air quality alert until tomorrow at 8 p.m. It's important that you limit your time outside if you have respiratory health issues, but I'd say even from myself, someone who doesn't have these issues, still did not enjoy spending any time outside today. It's just very unpleasant out there. So even if you don't suffer from this, I would still recommend spending time indoors tomorrow, and be sure to keep the windows closed because you do not want any of that smoke moving into your home. Also remember that the South Carolina statewide burn ban continues until further notice, and now 91 Georgia counties are also included under that burn ban, and that includes the majority of the CSRA. So for tomorrow's forecast, we're starting out in the low 50s, then we're climbing into the upper 80s. So in addition to the hazy skies, we're also expecting it to be very warm, and those warm temperatures will carry us into the weekend. But the difference this weekend is that we're finally tracking some rain. This is great news and will definitely help with the smoke. 50% chance on Saturday, 40% on Sunday. Here's our Futurecast Saturday at noon. Some light showers possible, and then once we get into the late afternoon and evening hours, once this cold front gets closer, we could see some more storm activity. Our model right now not showing a lot of coverage, and then we're going to be dry on Sunday morning. But as this front stalls out, some additional showers and storms could develop in the CSRA Sunday night. We'll get a break on Monday, and then another round comes in Tuesday. So from Saturday to Tuesday, it's definitely possible that some of us could get at least up to an inch of rain, which would be great news for planet Earth. Today is Earth Day, and here are some tips on how you can help protect our planet. The one that stands out to me is the conserve water. That's very important right now with that drought ongoing. And now I'll leave you with some of my favorite nature photos that I've taken around our beautiful planet. And once again, thank you all for sending in your photos. You can see them on our social media and WJBF.com. Now here's our 10-day forecast. Those rain chances continue into next week with the temperatures staying warm in the 80s. And now it's time for a sneak peek of the Partly Cloudy podcast. Meteorologists Miller Hyatt and Avery Gray talk all about Earth Day and share some advice and fun facts about the beautiful planet we call home.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's something we say all the time. We say that because it is important to implement conservation and trying to be mindful when we can. Cut down on single-use plasticware. conserve water. That might mean shorter showers. That might mean fixing leaks for some. You could also, I'm really bad at this. I'm trying to get better at it. But when I brush my teeth, turning the water off while you actually brush your teeth.
Oh, yes. Earth is very old.
That's right.
4.5 billion years old. And it's hard to believe that most of Earth is actually covered by water.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the ocean hasn't even been explored by us. And that's kind of scary to me. And I'm not a big fan of going in the ocean anymore because I just don't want to I just don't want to see like a fish, a huge fish.
Exactly.
I've seen videos. I think social media has made it worse. So there is.
And once again, to see all of those nature photos that you have shared with us, along with the weather team's favorite photos, tune into the Partly Cloudy podcast on WJBF 6 Plus on your streaming device starting at 8 a.m. Friday.
All right, Kate, thanks so much. Well, the winning numbers for tonight's South Carolina lottery are pick 3, 306, and the pick 4 winning numbers 0655, and the fireball is 6. We'll be right back.
Captain D's. I'm Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. And my team is proud to be the official injury lawyers of the Augusta Green Jackets. Just like we're all in for the Green Jackets, we give 100% for you after a car crash or other serious injury, and we don't stop working until we bring home the W. The Augusta guy, supporting Augusta's team and all those who call the CSRA home. Car crash? Call Austin Jackson. The official injury lawyers of the Augusta Green Jackets. 706-724-7224.
Pitch and putt for a great
You tomorrow.
Are you crying?
Are you not?
We're used to this matchup. The powerful versus the rest of us. I'm Miracle Rankin.
And I'm Jen Jordan. We're running for Georgia Supreme Court to fight for what's fair.
We've taken on the big corporations and insurance companies that profit off your pain.
And taken down child predators and domestic abusers who threaten your safety.
We fought and we've won. These guys have enough friends on the Supreme Court.
We'll fight for you.
Hazy skies expected again tomorrow and then possibly even on Friday as it remains very dry and a little breezy with warm temperatures in the upper 80s. Then finally some rain on the way. That'll bring us some relief, hopefully enough to help with the drought just a little bit, especially as we add in that higher rain chance on Tuesday. And then we remain warm next week as well.
And that's our time for now. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to wake up with Mary, John, Gabriel in the morning at 4:30. Have a good night.
The Giving Your Best Award salutes volunteers in the CSRA for going above and beyond in our community.
The Giving Your Best partners congratulate our latest winner, Stacy Blevins, founder of Project Lifting Spirits. For more than 17 years, she supported veterans and their families at the VA medical centers, nursing home, and Fisher House through meals, care packages, and social events.
Giving Your Best is brought to you by Science Co., Piedmont Augusta, Security Federal Bank, and News Channel 6.
We must move south.